Welcome to Raw Talk. I got to use my computer manually to record because my other phone that I use for my Elgato to record is currently charging, and I decided to add a little flare around my webcam there. Anyways, let's get right into it. Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman were mangling each other backstage as people were making their way into the arena to start off the show. Liv and Dom came out. Dom was driving in style in a lowrider. I don't know what was wrong with the car, but it kept bouncing. Yes, I know it's hydraulics. I'm trying to be a smartass. And basically, Liv was going on about how she took everything from Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day, Dirty Dom, and whatnot. But then Rhea Ripley came out and said, no, that's fine. Bathe, bask in the glory. Because come our match at Bad Blood, Dirty Daddy Dom Dom is going to be hanging from the ceiling inside of a shark cage to make sure he doesn't get involved in the match. Oh boy. Sami Zayn versus Ludwig Kaiser was a great match. Like, really, really good match. Sami wins. Gunther came out, hypes up the crowd, making it look like, yeah, you want this match? Well, guess what? Yeah, still not happening. I don't like that coward angle from Gunther. I don't know if it's coward, but I really don't like the scripting behind that. To me, it's like, I will take on any challengers. I'm not worried about you. I don't know. He's also the one, like I said, that rarely ever has anybody interfere in his matches, nor does he ever usually interfere in other people's matches. So he's a very respectable heel. However, I'm sure something will come of it at some point. Backstage, the New Day have a chat. Xavier Woods. This was actually kind of funny because you had Kofi Kingston, right? And you had Xavier Woods, and they were chatting, and Xavier Woods saying, you know what? I let my emotions get the best of me. It's okay. But now you're bringing back Francesca, the trombone or whatever, the Boodio cereals and all that kind of stuff. And Xavier's like, you know what? You could goof around when you're the champs. We haven't been the champs in 3 years, so we need to stay on top and be serious. And Kofi Kingston was like, okay, I get it. But then from behind Xavier, a guy comes with the pancakes, and he's like, nope, get rid of that. I don't know, just that whole thing was kind of funny. It also shows what's going to happen with Xavier moving forward. I think we're going to get something pretty different. It's going to be nice to see. Dragon Lee versus Carlito. For me, this was an absolute shite of a match. I didn't like how fast and easy Dragon Lee made it look. I've never been one for squash matches. I just did not like that whatsoever. It didn't do Carlito any justice whatsoever, in my opinion. Karrion Kross backstage was hyping up The Miz, saying, you know what? Monsters come in all shapes and sizes. Well, I don't know if he said shapes, but they come in all sizes, at least. And Miz was like, damn right you do. So Miz and Bronson Reed went to start, but Strowman got involved. And then Miz was pissed off, yelling at Strowman, saying, what are you doing? You're interfering in my match. It ended up being, an all-out brawl with the security. So the whole thing got thrown out. Interrupted the match. It never began. Things like that again. I have, once in a while, it's fine. Like, I liked when they were doing it backstage, but don't interfere in the match. Once in a while, okay, whatever. I just find that it happens quite a bit. We had Drew McIntyre. Again, you can always click on these videos, and there's also the actual video full recap of Raw. Where are my notes there? There we go. Drew, in-ring promo, and it was about CM Punk and taking him through hell at Hell in the Cell, at Bad Blood. Adam Pearce says Strowman and Reed will be in a last man standing next week on Raw. And then Butch Dunn, see what I did there? Pete Dunn, Butch Dunn, because he hates the word Butch. He attacked Sheamus backstage again. Unholy Union versus Damage Control was a nice match. Really, really good. Like, they're really good. unholy union, even though, like, it's not that I don't like them. It's just the whole, like, you have your preferences and stuff like that. And to me, Io Sky, like, Kairi Sane, they're just so good. I really like them as damage control. I don't even care about Dakota Kai, to be honest with you. And that sounds rude, and I really don't care. I can't like everybody equally. It's just not possible. Right? This was good. Really good stuff there. Backstage, Sami Zayn hyped up the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, and I really like that because he tells Jey, look, you know how much that Intercontinental Championship meant to me, but now it's your turn to go and get it. Go for it. They did their little hand slap thing. It brought back the whole, like, bloodline thing when they were in it together. It was just really cool to let Jey have his moment. New Day versus American Made. The downfall of the New Day is coming. Even like with Xavier, now I don't remember. I don't know if I'm overlooking it, but generally speaking, I think they wear like really flamboyant, bright colors. And lately, Xavier Woods is starting to look a lot more like a Final Testament member. Remember, there's always more time to turn things around. I think it'd be a very interesting dynamic, for sure. And with Odyssey Jones gone, with the assault charge, it sucks. But yeah, this was a really nice match. What was really nice was the vignette promo of Damian Priest going on about Finn Balor Grand Slam Finny Finn for Bad Blood. Amazing production as always. Even like the music, the lighting, just everything. When they do those, they're just so good, to me at least. They're like, same thing with the Santos Escobar when he does the vignette promos, and it's just so good. I remember one of the first, well, not one of the first, well, maybe a long time ago, I remember Razor Ramon's vignette promo. That was one of the first that I can remember far back that would have vignette promos before they actually even made, I almost said landfall, because I was talking to my buddy in Florida about the hurricane. Anyways, bait make it landfall. Before Razor Ramon made his debut in WWF at the time, I mean, it was good, but it was very, like, very crappy production in terms of, like, lighting and it looking like a movie. And maybe they just weren't going for that look. I don't know. I know I keep going on about it, but for me, it's a big deal. And I just really like the direction that they take these promos in. Backstage, Xavier now, again, is angry. Going off on Rey Mysterio and even saying, look, why don't you save that advice for your son? Oh. So now, Rey Mysterio's like, you know what? Finn Balor can wait next week. How about you and I fight next week? I actually can't wait to see that one-on-one. And then, of course, even the ref is like, oh. Jey Uso, 14 years in the making, has defeated Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. And it was such a good match. Like, for me, it just had the right amount of time, of back and forth. It was just great. This was a spectacle. This is why Braun Breaker, and we always knew this, but they have to go through that process of allowing people to go on NXT usually for a while. Like, he's really good. So's Jey. Then Jey gets the belt, goes off, rides off into the sunset, into the crowd. I was hoping Sami Zayn was going to come out and congratulate him, but whatever. You know, me and my sappy things, I'm always like, oh, I wish there was some closure here. Or, you know, like with like the Giovanni Vinci thing, he never went to seek revenge against Ludwig Kaiser. He just never did it. Or Gunther. He just vanished off into another brand to be pinned in 3 seconds. I mean, every pin's in 3 seconds. I mean, the match was 3 seconds long. Anyhow, quick video, round the 10-minute mark. That's really good. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. A thumbs down if you didn't like it, and I'll bend it in half, twist it, and you get the Solo Sikoa Spike and, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be fantastic. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.